You got to read this whole article. I'm going to read some highlighted passages here. This is what India is doing here is amazing. They're just so out in the open with it, I guess, is what I can't believe. But all right. By 2021, the creators of Gift City, as it is commonly known, promised to surround these towers that you're looking at with world-class infrastructure, which will provide residents with round-the-clock power and water, a district cooling system where the actual buildings are going to be cooled with cold water that runs through them, and an automatic sewer system that sends excrement hurling through the sewage pipes at 90 kilometers per hour, faster than most Indian trains. The beating heart, or rather robot brain of Gift City, is its command and control center, which keeps traffic moving smoothly and monitors every building throughout a network of closed-circuit televisions. This, of course, is in a country where more than 300 people live without electricity and about 600 million do not have access to toilets. Yet many experts and planners fear that such insta-cities, if they are made, will prove dystopic and inequitable. Some even hint the smart cities may turn into social apartheid states governed by powerful corporate entities that could override local laws and governments to keep out the poor. Now, doing everything to support that view is a consultant for the project, Lavesh Bhandari, who says that these smart cities are going to be special enclaves that would use prohibitive prices and harsh policing to prevent millions of poor Indians from enjoying the privileges of such great infrastructure. That's in quotes. Also in quotes, he said, "This is the natural way of things, for if we do not keep them out, they will override our ability to maintain such infrastructure." Wow. This goes all the way to the top of the Indian government, because these smart cities have been designated special economic zones, business-friendly areas that are exempt from taxes, duties, and labor laws. They're also subject to what urban scholars say is a form of privatized governance due to a constitutional amendment that renders local governments powerless within their borders. And they're going to build 100 of these. They have the money for it. They're going to do it. Building 100 of these. And then they're going to also retrofit 500 smaller areas. So he says, Pramod Nayar, who's an academic and author, says the smart cities are going to be heavily policed spaces where only eligible people who are given smart identity cards and tracked everywhere they go, only eligible people, economically productive consumers, people who shop and spend money, and producers, people who work, in quotes, people who serve them their food and work the cash registers and stuff. Those are the only people that are going to be allowed freedom of walking and travel, while ambient and ubiquitous surveillance will be tracked so as to anticipate the anti-socials. So even if you have a smart card and you're not spending money, or you're smoking on your break or something like that, they're going to be tracked and you'll be revoked. It says these smart cities are going to be fortresses, more fortresses than places of heterogeneous humanity, because they're meant only for specific classes of people, one class to be served and the other to be surveilled and contained. Now, Sai Balakrishnan, who is an urban scholar at Rutgers, says that having islands of well-serviced smart cities amidst a vast sea of poorly serviced and impoverished villages leads to what he's calling the juxtaposition of the citadel and the ghetto. If the government does succeed in building these premium 100 smart cities, but does nothing to alleviate poverty and poor services in the surrounding areas, it could well lead to a politically volatile situation. These visible forms of spatial inequalities engender social mistrust and even violence. Said every new smart city signals yet another temporary secession, each of them setting in place a new social order that will not be easy to reverse, and that takes urban planning dangerously away from the public domain. 100 smart cities could spawn 1,000 shadow cities, simmering with resentment and rage.